sometimes a few good words already are more than enough to do it. So just do that. Welcome, acolytes. Today I am reacting to a classic legend named Sunny V2. Press like, just subscribe to him, to me. As you know, show me and him some love. And today's thematic is actually about Nikocado, avocado. I don't know what exactly happened because I know who it is and I know it's just not my humor or I just don't follow him. I just know he's very, in my opinion, a boring person. Just farms enragement. I call people like that rage clowns. They clown around by enraging people just for the clicks. So it is what it is. And I mean, it works. It seriously works. This fat fuck can actually just not work a day in his life, just eat himself to death and makes a lot of money with it. So I guess fair is fair. But let's just start.
I'm posting less. I'm not happy. I don't like what I've done. I don't like what I've become. I don't like what I look like.
Nikocado's recent video.
And by the way, it's his own fault. So should you show any kind of compassion to this person? I would say no. Because compassion is reserved for innocent people that actually, well, to a certain degree, innocent, or for people who actually made just a small mistake. Not a freaking hellhound like him. No, hellhound, this is actually a compliment I use. No, not a hellhound, a freaking... how is the garbage Pokemon called? The mud Pokemon? Mudpin? Something like that. You know what I mean.
Video is so incredibly tragic, it makes all of his previous breakdowns seem like they were happy moments. Simply titled by, Nikocado talks about deeply regretting his time on YouTube, in the process admitting to financial ruin, and the ways in which fame destroyed his life completely.
I mean, I actually never understood the thing that a lot of people say that fame destroyed their lives. Oh my effing god, why is this again? Okay, good. Fame destroyed their lives. Because in my opinion, it's clearly people get fame, they cannot handle it, and they just get freaking owned by it. And that's just... well, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, but it's still their own fault. So... I never understood that. And I am sure that there is a corrupting part to it, of course. But at the end of the day, it's on you, mate. It's fully on you. So own it.
The 41-minute video begins on terrible footing, as after only 24 seconds, Nick's already almost on the verge of tears.
Just gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm on the edge of a breakdown. Most likely, by the end of this video, I'm gonna be flipping out.
The reason for this is quickly revealed. Nick had begun to realize YouTube was...
yes, because he wants clicks. Who the fuck starts a video like that and honestly expects that people believe it? I mean, people will believe him. Okay, I'm actually... No, people will believe him for some effing reason. Even fully knowing he's actually... like, he's at fault with that. He is the one that actually destroyed his own life. So...
actually...
I mean, for fuck's sake. I just don't understand why people show compassion to something like that. After all these years, people still show compassion for some freaking reason. I just don't get why. I honestly don't.
A terrible choice.
My life was going great, so I decided to do this YouTube life. And I'm sitting here thinking, I have thrown away the best years of my life.
Admitting he never would have started if given a second.
I mean, it sounds more like a freaking midlife crisis, not an actual problem, at least to me.
Chance.
I wish I could turn back the clock. I wish I could go back in time. I wish I would never have done YouTube. I wish I would have never decided that this would be a fun way to make a living, that this would be a fun way to have a life, this would be a fun way to provide for my family.
He further hints as to why.
My job is to face people who hate me, who don't care for me, that aren't even interested in me. They're here for someone fat.
Yet he's interrupted by his pizza.
And by the way, he actually always did that. Yeah, he actually provoked it. So of course that happens. You provoked it, you actually built a community based around exactly that. How the fuck is this a surprise? Yes!
Delivery, leading to the video's only moment where Nick isn't totally miserable. However, the second he takes a bite, you can see Nikocado's dark realization that he despises his life completely.
I don't like this! I don't like this channel. I don't.
What the fuck? How is this? Sunny V, for fuck's sake, is this like a show thing? He's clearly playing it up. It's not even close. Nah, I don't think so. Like, Sunny V is a freaking smart person. No, even smart people for things like that. I mean, I am no exception to that. But for fuck's sake, Avocado is clearly playing it up. I just don't know what to say.
I don't like what I'm doing with my life. I had goals, I had dreams, and I threw it all away to eat food.
Nick hating his job isn't unexpected, but his claim about money is a little more surprising.
The irony is I barely made any money for the past 2-3 years.
Across Nikocado's 5 biggest channels, he's done 1.85.
No, I don't believe him. That's a pure full-ass lie. He has, as he said, 5 channels with those views, and you're making barely any money? Then you're doing clearly something wrong. Like, you're financing wrong, you're not doing any... I don't freaking know. Like, cash-ins, just no sponsors. Well, I mean, who would actually, in the right mind, would want Nikocado Avocado actually sponsoring him? Except for gambling sites. I mean, gambling sites are actually quite corrupt, so maybe them. But I personally, if I had a firm that actually depended on my... on people knowing me as a... Well, let's just say I had healthy food. Would I want Nikocado Avocado promoting my food? No, I wouldn't. My drink, like Monster energy drinks? No, I wouldn't. But that he doesn't make money, I don't understand it. That's nah.
Billion views total, which by applying a conservative ad rate of $3 per 1,000 views means he's made $5.5 million from YouTube ads alone. He also charges $500 per
5 point... Oh! Okay. If I had that money, I would be doing YouTube all day, because I already would have invested the money in freaking stuff, just so I don't have to work a day in my life. With 5 million, I could afford so much freaking investment that neither me nor my family should work a day in their life. And I mean, my brother, my friends, it just wouldn't matter anymore. My parents wouldn't work until they die with that kind of money. Damn. Holy shit.
Cameo and has over 1,000 reviews, meaning if you include maybe another 1,000 people who didn't review, he's also likely made over $1 million from this. Then Nick also has a Patreon and his iconic line of merch, which when combined with everything else, could mean total career earnings of almost 10 million. So how could it be possible he didn't make much money? Well, Nikocado would elaborate.
I hate that my job is showing up here and hoping I get paid from it, because the YouTube gods strike me down 3 years ago and it's never improved.
Nick seemed to imply his videos were rarely monetized, which has been happening for over 3 years. We tested this by watching his content on a fresh new account and found that most videos on More Nikocado don't even play one single ad. On the contrary, most of his third channel videos have ads, but his earnings didn't matter anyway, because any money he did make has now been fully wasted.
It wasn't even worth it. I barely made any money. And the money I did make, I lost.
To the extent that Nikocado's now struggling to survive.
I hate my finances, I hate my husband, I hate my family, I hate my friends, I hate my work, I hate this country, I hate this place. To pay so much just to survive.
As a result, he begins to consider even moving to a different country.
Yeah, just to survive. A freaking elephant of a man struggles to survive. Tone down your shit. Live frugal. And just don't spend the money you got on fucking bullcrap. And you will be fine, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake. If I hear something like that from someone who actually made millions upon millions and then struggles to survive for some reason, while I, with my investment, actually I did some mistakes, some things actually, well, it didn't pay out right now, but it's slowly next year, the first thing will pay out, somehow, and I literally lived on bread and water for sometimes months, just to afford everything, and then like a fat fuck like Avocado comes in here, made millions in his life, and it's like, yeah, I'm actually a poor fuck, me poor me, boo hoo hoo. F me, damn. Yes, and today I'm a bit salty because I'm actually quite fit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm literally about to move to Indonesia. I have a friend there right now, and do you know how much she paid for her dinner? $2.24.
Which Nick has actually done before, having spent 3 years living in South America. He acknowledges the easier solution would have simply been to make a different type of content.
And I knew if I would have done something more age appropriate or more whatever, friendly. What was this all for? I don't even like this.
Or more tragically, stick with his previous love of playing violin.
I felt like
oh, he was such a good violin player. Oh, his violin skills were so good. I just could hear him freaking play the fiddle all day. It was so good. And if he just kept it up, I mean, let's just be honest, it would make fun. It's the exact same as I do. I could make different content that maybe even brings more viewers and stuff like that, but I wouldn't have fun. So fuck it. Sometimes I just do the videos I'm having fun with, reacting to, and that's just it. But this, got that. Like, imagine destroying your freaking health, life, social life, everything, and then still fucking up this terribly and ending like him. It's insanity. And I mean, I don't feel bad for him, but I find it pretty funny. He felt so hard having one of the easiest job in this world, and then failing this hard, having everything, and then just falling down. I don't even feel good saying that, but I'm also quite happy that it actually happened. For some reason. I don't even know why I'm happy, but it just fills me with joy to see someone fall that had everything and lost it just because of their own stupidity. And he's probably just rage baiting, he's probably fine. And the only thing that happens is that I actually make a bit of a ragier content just because of it. But I just can't stand it. I just cannot for some freak. No.
To create beautiful music, to inspire people, to give people hope when they're going through horrible shit.
It seems Nikocado's mukbangs have destroyed his previous talent.
I used to play the violin, and my fingers got too fat, they get stuck in the strings, they go boonk, and then I can't play anymore.
Missing violin.
Yes, of course. Use it or you lose it. Simple as that. When I was younger, I could draw pretty well. Now I didn't do it for freaking 10 years, and I just can't anymore. And I either do YouTube or draw, so because my time is actually quite maximized, I can't do shit. I can't do shit anymore. Like, I am on the freaking limit right now, so maybe if I lose one of those or my investments actually start sinking in, I will pick it up again, but until then, nah. I need my energy for different things.
Violin as an art form that actually impacted people's lives.
All it takes is one person to come to a concert or a show, and you change their life because you inspire them to do something similar or go into the arts or something. And I'm sitting here eating food.
In Oompavilles, it's your
Concert! Concert! Mate, you don't need a concert for that. I change people's lives to a positive. Just because of saying how it is, most of the time, or just caring about them. You don't need a fucking concert if you want to change people's life. Sometimes a few good words already are more than enough to do it. So just do that. Or maybe stop being a fat lazy fuck and just do something to inspire people by just doing your stuff. Like playing violin. But you won't. You're a freaking fat pig that actually only eats himself to death for money he already just lost everywhere out of his pure own fault. Nice.
fault, Nikocado further added,
I was very good. I got a full ride scholarship to my school. Could you
Juilliard
shred school? Have you known about it? I went to the Juilliard for 2 years.
I don't know what that is.
with Juilliard being the world's most prestigious music school. A user on Reddit found Nick's full list of violin achievements, of which there were certainly many, and it therefore makes sense that he was good enough to teach.
Have you ever had a job?
Yeah, many. Violin lessons. I used to play at weddings.
A YouTuber named Violin Mechanic also watched all of Nick's violin videos, concluding he was near professional.
Right from the bat, I can tell that this guy plays fantastically in tune.
And it seemed this respect from other people was what Nick missed more than anything else.
When I would finish my shows, I would sign autographs. People would wait in a line to take photos of me, which I think some people would now, but it's for a different reason. It's not because I just inspired them. It's because I am a fat, funny meme.
By playing on the street, Nick
No, it's just because you're a fat fuck that actually destroyed his life. You're not a funny meme. You're a sad meme. You are a warning for everyone. For every single person out here. You are, as you are actually useful. Way more useful than you think. Because if somebody ever feels useless, we can point to you and say, hear me out. This is the fact and the world isn't fair. This fat fuck has actually millions of euros, I want to say, euro, dollars. He spent his money on nothing, garbage, and at the end lost it all. You can do better. If this fat fuck can make it, you can make it. And yes, I actually already did that with people in real life, especially with young people that actually lost their ways, and I was just, look, this fat fuck did this, and this, and still made it. Why wouldn't you? You're smart. It's simple as that. Yeah.
attracted massive crowds, but as he sits there thinking for over 20 seconds, he realizes what he truly misses is the respect he had for himself.
And I had a sense of pride, a sense of honor, a sense of happiness. I felt closer to God, actually.
In comparison to his music, he's lost all motivation to mukbang.
I felt like I was doing something that I was called to do. I don't feel that with these videos.
Which can definitely be felt throughout the entire video.
I can't even sit here and fake this for you. I'm not going to.
He tries to talk about the food but clearly doesn't care.
Let's try these breadsticks. It's fine.
As Nick's instead preoccupied with the thought of him retiring.
And if I just quit YouTube, who's gonna care? Couple hundred people, okay. I can't watch Nikocado slurp noodles and eat Takis. Oh, my life's not the same. I used to watch Nikocado eat Taki.
It's a topic he's been considering throughout the previous year, so why doesn't he quit and do something else completely? Well, he addresses this also.
I can't even get a normal job. I mean, imagine if I went to apply doing some type of management. Because I'm so known, or there's so many horrible things I've put myself into, situations, it's like, it's gonna create a polarizing environment. You know how many people hate me? They don't want to work with me. It's like, great, so now I've really limited myself.
Sadly, Nick is probably right. If he was spotted working retail, it'd be a story instantly, but there are still other YouTube ideas that could also be successful. A YouTuber named Oosgang went
By the way, he just doesn't do anything different because this is what he knows. He won't change. It's impossible for him to change. He won't. Simple as that.
Unexpectedly viral when he began a series titled Try to Lose Weight in 100 Weeks. Well, Nick showed in his recent video that he was already losing weight.
I recently lost 89 pounds, but I'm still morbidly obese. I can't even fit in a chair.
Which has been proven as an element the audience likes to follow. Combine this with Nikocado's notoriety, and you've got a mega viral series that could fix his channel health and declining self-esteem,
I'm so ugly. I don't want to be ugly.
whilst giving him respect from every single viewer. Imagine if he disappeared off of YouTube for a year or two, lost all the weight and built muscle, became an absolute Chad, and returned to YouTube as a Violin YouTuber. The respect he'd receive would be insane. The only problem is Nick's completely terrified of trying something new.
The worst part is I have an escape route, and I'm so afraid to take it.
At this point, however, is there even another alternative?
I'm halfway through life. I don't want
By the way, even if you're in his situation, you always can get out and do something good. There is always a way out. Even Avocado here can actually spread his wings and do something really good, earn his respect out now, because he knows the YouTube ways. He just knows. He knows his stuff. He could do it without any problems. But I think, I of course don't know it for 100%. Anything I say here, it's just speculation on my part. But I think that he is so down that he just won't. This is his stuff right now. He barely puts in any work. He doesn't have to do shit. The money he makes, he loses. And I mean, he can. Clearly he can afford it because he's still alive. And he's still doing this stuff. So, I mean, he just probably won't, because it's way easier not to change than to change and earn that respect.
to spend the next half being like this.
Even Nick himself admitted he can't keep doing mukbangs.
You can't keep betting on the dying horse. You just can't. And in my stupid mind, it's like, it will change, it'll get better. Oh, if I pump out more content, I'm not liked. I'm just not liked. And that's the fact. And it hurts.
And I doubt Nick's as disliked as he could.
And please, why the fuck does he's like a total victim? Because yes, he's not liked, it hurts. But he should also acknowledge that it's to 100% his own fault. He made the decision, he took the actions, and he did what he did, and he does what he does, and he will do what he will do, and it's all on him. Take some accountability. But I only hear me, cry, me poor.
Clearly thinks. There are loads of different people who appreciate the meme, while his series he made with Oompaville helped restore his reputation. The honesty in his recent video also makes him much more likable, especially in the segments where he takes responsibility.
But it's nothing to do with you, really. It's everything to do with me.
Still, Nikocado is convinced that
Okay, so he took a bit accountability, okay. For fuck's sake, was long enough. God damn it.
everybody hates him,
And I'm here, filming for people who hate me. Wow, my life is so cool.
making the
Yes, you
video's main
choose.
point all the more obvious. He desperately needs to try something new.
It's like a dead relationship.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yes, he needs to try. Yeah, it's fine.
You're clinging to something dead. Stop living in the past.
Yeah, stop living in the past. No. If you would live in the past, you'd take out your violin, get good again, because you clearly have the skills for it, lose weight, go in, and then just freaking do something to better yourself. But I think that at the end, this is still just pure rage baiting. That's all that this is. And I would be positively surprised. And even happy, to be honest, if he actually got out and just bettered himself. Because I personally prefer when people succeed. It might sound cheesy, but it is. I'd rather have people succeed than fail. But the truth is, most people will just fail because of their own freaking fault. Yes, sometimes there are ways that it's just not your fault. If you have a bad start, let's just say you're poor. Okay, yes, that's not your fault. You have a freaking bad start. It is what it is. But you can change it. At least in the Western world. I'm not gonna speak for, let's just say, a bit more miserable countries in this case, but it is what it is. And you, at least here, at least in Avocado's case, he can change. He can. He just doesn't wanna. But as it is, acolytes, I hope you like it. Good night.